Well, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke separately with his South Korean and Japanese counterparts ahead of his visit to China, for which he has landed in Beijing. This is according to the U.S. State Department. The State Department also said that the talks emphasized on the importance of sustained trilateral cooperation. The talks came after South Korea's military said that North Korea fired 2 short-range missiles off its east coast on Thursday. That is less than an hour after Pyongyang warned of an inevitable response to military drills staged earlier in the day by South Korean and U.S. troops. These drills were overlooked by South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol on the 70th anniversary of the alliance between the countries. State Department spokesperson stated that Blinken and South Korean Foreign Minister Park Jin condemned North Korea's continued unlawful ballistic missile launches.
The United States, along with our allies in the region, Japan, the Republic of Korea, condemned today's DPRK missile launches. These launches are a clear violation of multiple UN Security Council resolutions. They demonstrate the threat of DPRK's unlawful weapons of mass destruction and ballistic missile programs posed to the region, to international peace and security, and to the global non-proliferation regime.
Now, according to the South Korea's Foreign Ministry, Blinken said he supports South Korea's efforts to develop a healthy and mature cooperative relationship with China. The ministry added that the 3 nations agreed that U.S., South Korea and Japan should continue to urge China to play a constructive role in the United Nations Security Council on denuclearization. Talking to Japanese counterpart Hayashi Yoshimasa, Blinken repeated the ironclad commitment to defense and condemned North Korea's continued, as he called it, unlawful ballistic missile launches to the Sea of Japan. The trilateral statement reflects the growing thaw between Japan and South Korea, which is also a major foreign policy goal of U.S. President Joe Biden's administration amid tensions in the region and also China's growing influence. Well, President Biden is attempting to create a more stable strategic balance in the Indo-Pacific and Asia as a whole, and that's why U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Beijing. And for the latest on this, WION's diplomatic correspondent Sidan Sibol has sent us this report from New York.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in China, a visit that has high hopes on it, given that relationship between United States and China hasn't been doing very well. We know that relationship has deteriorated, whether it is because of the Chinese spy balloons over the United States that led to postponement of this visit, or whether it's the visit of Nancy Pelosi to Taiwan. But all in all, both sides will be hoping that there is a breakthrough, but that is highly unlikely given how aggressive China has been with the countries in the region and with US itself. But the development comes at a time when the Indian Prime Minister travels to United States, and of course that visit of course will be closely watched, but it shows how Washington is reaching out to both New Delhi and to Beijing. With video journalist Vikram, Siddhant Sibal for WION in New York.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.